Kings and Queens, what's up? It's your boy King J. We're back with another reaction video, and look, y'all, I'm just about to say this. I know this is y'all first time seeing me with glasses. Yes, I wear contacts, so this y'all gonna have to get used to this. Well, not really, because I'm gonna have my contacts back in for the next video. No, I won't, because I'm recording 2 videos tonight. The next day. So just for now, y'all gonna have to get used to me wearing the glasses. But this is not gonna be a one-time thing, because I need to change my contacts out every now and then. So anyways, we back watching WWE stuff. I tried to record a WWE video yesterday after I recorded my anime video, but my recording was all like out of whack for some reason. So we're gonna do it today. So yeah, this is WWE's 10 sickest burns. So, you know, I guess it's like jokes and things like that. I don't know, like New Day probably has a lot. John Cena probably has a lot. Kurt Angle, maybe. I don't know. Triple H and DX, maybe. Those are like some of the ones that really just stick with me as far as like the jokes and things they make about people. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, we'll get into this. So I already said without further ado, but anyways, I don't care about none of that. We're here to have a good time. Without further ado, let's get it.
My body, put him in the sky, you don't even win it. Send that nigga to the dental, for thinking that nigga's pretending. I got 52 shots in this Glock with an infrared up on it, I been feel that off. Stress to be on the top, yellow tape on his black ace head off.
We've been breaking barriers, we've been setting records, and we didn't get here because of our daddies.
Okay.
Throughout the decorated history of WWE, there have been some incredible promos delivered by legendary superstars. Moreover, there have been certain lines in these legendary promos that have shocked fans, as the content of those promos was rather controversial. Some of the biggest burns ever delivered during a WWE promo are more often than not when the superstar gets personal with their rival.
Alright, let's just talk about the way she slapped his glasses off. That was clean. Like, his face didn't even move. It just... I've always thought that was like one of the cleanest slaps I've ever in history. Like, just because the way it just happened, it was so smooth.
Mentioning the superstar's personal life and sometimes breaking kayfabe entirely.
Y'all look just like your mugshots. How was it getting arrested?
Additionally, it can sometimes be the fans who deliver the biggest...
Bro, I told you, John Cena be hitting it. Oh, especially the Thugonomics John Cena. Bro, he did not care at all.
Burns to superstars. Over the years, there have been some incredibly creative and downright rude chants which have left certain superstars stunned. But which times were they? Well, join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 of the sickest burns in WWE history. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists.
You forgot Jason Jordan.
That's no big deal. For years, Kurt kind of forgot about him too.
Number 10, please retire. The please retire chants, which were directed at the Big Show from 2015 onwards, were certainly one of the biggest burns of the modern era in WWE.
Made my mans cry.
The chants began when the Big Show entered into a feud with Roman Reigns, and fans had no desire to see Big Show feud with Reigns, and as a result, they hijacked everything Big Show did with chants of please retire.
Reigning winner of the 2nd annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Although they were harsh, it was an accurate reflection of what fans thought about the WWE's lackluster booking at the time. The Big Show would discuss what he thought about the infamous chants in a 2015 interview with The Mirror. I think I'm doing my job as a heel. I think a lot of it too is just a way for the audience to have fun. I mean, let's face it, I don't have people coming up to me in the street telling me to please retire. I have people I meet in person who are thankful for everything I've done and they appreciate it. I think that's just the audience having fun, and when they chant that, I'm going to react to them and be engaging and have fun with them and tell them I'm going nowhere. I'm going to be the bad guy and react appropriately. Number 9. Chris Jericho owns Stephanie McMahon. One of the top matches for SummerSlam 2001 was the match between Chris Jericho and Rhino. This match was taking place during the Invasion storyline, and Jericho was representing WWE whilst Rhino was representing WCW and the ECW alliance. The build-up to the match featured one of the most legendary promos in Raw.
I forgot about this. He talking about her breast enhancement. Oh.
History. Rhino alongside Stephanie were in the ring, and Jericho would come onto the stage to address his SummerSlam opponent. Jericho would state,
"I'm gonna take care of that smelly, nasty animal. And I'm gonna get you too, Rhino."
The crowd erupted at Jericho's comments as it was truly unexpected and extremely clever. It was made even better by Stephanie's face as she looked on in absolute disbelief. Number 8. What would your father think? Without a doubt, the most epic promo during the Invasion storyline was when Paul Heyman went on a verbal tirade of WWE Chairman Vince McMahon. In the promo, Heyman would ask Vince what his dad would think of the way he's conducted and managed the WWE since he took over. It was a complete fourth wall break and a promo that was way ahead of its time. In the promo, Heyman would state, "Your father shook the hand of every promoter in this country and swore to them that he'd never compete against them, that his son would never compete against them. And when your father died, you competed. And with your ruthless, merciless, take-no-prisoners attitude, you drove everybody out of the business, didn't you, Vince? You ran all the competition to the ground and stole all their ideas, and you made yourself a billionaire out of it. I know whose idea you stole the most, Vince. You stole mine. You got nothing, man. What you got is my ideas, and you stole my life, my money, my legacy." According to Heyman in a 2020 interview with Inside the Ropes, Vince gave him full creative control on what to say and nothing was off limits. Heyman would reveal,
To his credit, I'll give him a ton of credit. I went up to Vince halfway through the day and I said, "Do you even want to know what I'm, some of the shit I want to say to you?" And he went, "No, draw me money, Okay, are you going to say anything back to me? No. Just draw me money, so we were in Gorilla, and I was about to go out to cut the promo, and I looked over at Vince, who's eating a protein bar, and I said, "Hey, you sure you don't want to know anything I'm gonna say here? Some of this shit's real heavy. Will it draw me money? Yeah, it'll get a lot of attention, Vince. That I promise you. It's the go home show. God damn it." Bring it! Yes, sir, Captain! I'm on my way.
Next up, John Cena verbally owns Roman Reigns.
Ooh, this promo was so good. John Cena laid into Roman, bro.
The build-up to the John Cena-Roman Reigns match at 2017's No Mercy pay-per-view had one of the most memorable...
Bro, okay, so like I told y'all in my previous video, I'm going to SummerSlam, and it's rumored that it's gonna be John Cena versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Oh, I know the promos leading up to this is gonna be nice because Roman, since this right here, he's elevated his promo game, and now he has Paul Heyman as a mouthpiece too. Oh, not only that, but the match quality would be so much better. Whew. I feel like it's going to be high tier, one of the best.
Builds in recent memory. The build was so good that some fans were saying it was strong enough to main event WrestleMania. But whilst the two were in a promo, Reigns completely forgot his promo in the middle of the ring. This resulted in Cena saying,
It's called a promo,
Shut
kid,
your
and
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it, so go ahead.
Reigns had really struggled with his promo work up until this point, so for Cena to call him out on it was a huge deal, and Reigns clearly looked uncomfortable that he'd just been exposed in the middle of the ring. Number 6. If you put the letter S in front of the Hitman, Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin's legendary feud between 96 and 97 was the feud which truly took Stone Cold to the next level. It showed WWE that Austin needed to be the next top guy in the company, and one of the most iconic moments in the feud took place in the In Your House Mind Games pay-per-view. At the pay-per-view, Austin would cut a promo on Bret and state,
Let me make myself clear.
If you put the letter S in front of Hitman, you've had my exact
All right,
opinion
I don't
of
think
Bret
we
Hart.
have to go there.
It was a very edgy and controversial line for the time period, and it actually forced Vince McMahon on commentary to apologize to the audience. Number 5, go back to bingo halls. But without a doubt, the most talked about moment in the history of WWE's Talking Smack show was the infamous shoot promo which took place between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. As following SummerSlam in 2016, The Miz would be a guest on the show presented by...
The Miz went off. This was one of the most famous Talking Smack segments and one of the best promos Miz has ever cut. Like, The Miz went off.
Young and Daniel Bryan. During the interaction, Bryan would say that Miz wrestles like a coward and that Miz is scared to be hit.
I don't get injured for 6 months to a year. I am here each and every week. But you sit there and call me a coward?
This sent The Miz off the rails, and The Miz would respond with a legendary rant. In the rant, The Miz stated that Bryan should quit WWE and go wrestle on the independent circuit, stating,
"You love being right in that wrestling ring and you love wrestling, right? Well, why don't you quit? Why don't you quit and go to the bingo halls with your indie
Okay, I
friends
think you need
then,
to
huh?"
This resulted in Bryan getting up and walking off the set, creating one of the best moments on the show. Number 4, Stephanie McMahon makes a comment about CM Punk's UFC loss on Raw.
These people want you to quit, just like CM Punk did.
CM Punk chants have become synonymous with bad WWE booking decisions. The CM Punk chants often surface when fans don't like what's happening in the ring, so as a result, they chant for Punk. Now, although the impact of these chants have died down over the past few years, a number of superstars don't let the audience get away with it.
I tried to get him here. I'm sorry. He didn't want to show up.
On the December 26, 2016 edition of Raw, Stephanie would come to the ring to cut a promo, and it wasn't before long that the crowd heckled her with CM Punk chants. Stephanie would respond to the chants by saying,
So if you guys could keep that up for about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you'd last 1 second longer than Punk did.
This was a direct burn towards Punk, who lost his UFC debut in just over 2 minutes a few months prior.
I mean, okay, so let's talk about this. Yes, CM Punk got beat twice when he went to UFC, but I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. He's bolder than a lot of WWE stars. Like, a lot of WWE stars would not go to UFC and try to do this. CM Punk tried it. Like, this is real combat we're talking about. And like I said, a lot of folks just not that tough from WWE, but so I can't really like discredit CM Punk for this. I mean, I don't even know how long I would last, so I can't even discredit this at all. Like, I gotta give Punk credit where credit is due. He tough, because I know I probably wouldn't last half as long as he did. Like, I'd probably get knocked out within the first 30 seconds, we being honest. So I'll give credit where credit is due. But I will say this, Punk don't need to get in that UFC octagon anymore.
The burn worked so well that it actually made the crowd stop chanting for Punk, and in turn they managed to focus on the promo that Stephanie was delivering. Number 3, John Cena calls out The Rock for having his promo on his wrist. A John Cena vs. The Rock at WrestleMania 28 was one of the biggest matches in WWE history. The two icons squaring off really didn't require a special build, as the match built itself, but WWE decided to go all out with the build to the match. Some of the promo work from both men was top tier, and there were a number of comments made by the two superstars which actually reportedly upset each other.
You know what? Vince is probably going to find me for this one, but the only reason he came back in the first place was to promote Fast 5 and launch his Twitter account.
The most notable was on the 27th February 2012 edition of Raw. Cena would confront The Rock in the ring, and he would inform The Rock that he...
Let's take a moment. This was almost 10 years ago. Man, time flies.
didn't need words like respect and loyalty to trend worldwide.
Just like I don't need my notes for my promo on my wrist. Nice tattoo.
The Rock notably had his entire promo written out on his wrist a few weeks prior, and it was shocking to see Cena call out The Rock for this. You could see that The Rock was seething from Cena's comments, and it was highly likely that this line wasn't in the original script. Number 2, Samoa Joe destroys Jeff Hardy. Samoa Joe attained a reputation during his time in the WWE for being one of the best promo guys in the entire company. One of Joe's most acclaimed promos came in early 2018 when Joe cut a promo on every superstar that was competing in the upcoming Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title. In the promo, Joe would look towards Jeff Hardy and declare, "Jeff, I already put you out. I don't even know what you're doing out here right now."
Hey, do me a favor. Why don't you act like this is an AA meeting and you shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the group?
Hey, Randy's reaction. Let's go back. Hold up. Look at Randy. Look at the way Randy bent down after he said that.
A favor. Why don't you act like this is an AA meeting and you shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the group?
Yo. I forgot Samoa Joe did this, dog. Oh my god. This is hilarious, bro. Oh, shoot. Bro really just did that to Jeff.
Oh, this burn actually made Orton put his hands on his head due to how severe it was. It was truly epic. And number 1, Paul Heyman's epic One Night Stand promo. ECW's One Night Stand pay-per-view in 2005 featured one of the sickest promos in wrestling history as Paul Heyman was unleashed in an unscripted manner. Heyman would set his sights on the selected WWE roster members which were positioned in the balcony. Heyman would begin with Edge telling everyone to hide their wives, referencing Edge and Lita's affair which surfaced just a few months prior. Heyman then turned his attention to JBL and delivered one of the most memorable lines ever delivered in a wrestling promo. Heyman declared,
"The only reason you were WWE champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesday."
It was truly a moment to behold, and nobody in attendance could actually believe what Heyman had just said. You could even tell that JBL wasn't even ready for that, as he had zero comeback. But there you have it, guys. 10 of the 6.
Oh my god, that was awesome. My favorite one by far is the Samoa Joe one. Like, that was... I gotta go back and watch that full promo. He said, "Hey, pretend this is an AA meeting and I'm sharing. Keep your mouth shut." I'm dead. Alright. Y'all know the drill. If y'all like the video, hit the thumbs up. If y'all don't like the video, hit the thumbs down. I'm not gonna be mad, but y'all already know this. Link to the original video will be in the description down below. Comment which one was your favorite burn. Like I said, mine was that Samoa Joe. That should have been number 1. Like, no doubt should have been number 1. Dang, I'm gonna be thinking about that one for a good little minute. Comment down below what y'all want to see me react to next. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.